Down, opposite leg comes up. Circle that around a couple times. And whenever I teach reformer, I always teach so much to do. I always have so much to do with the feet, and then I was realizing with Matt that I haven't been doing that much. So we'll take care of our feet a little bit today. Everyone can stay down. And we're just gonna start by warming up the core. So feet on your mat, hands long by your side, shoulders down. As you're lying here, think about starting to engage the core and knitting your ribs and your hips closer together. So even in a lying position, you're already doing work. From here, you're gonna hug your knees and your thighs together, heels together, keeping everything, your whole upper body super long. You're gonna start to really engage that deep core and that lower core, and you're gonna start and pull those legs up to tabletop. And keeping your tailbone long and not letting your back arch resist your legs through your stomach as you bring them back down onto the mat. So do a couple more like that. Resist using the core to bring them up to tabletop. Thinking about keeping your neck long the whole time as you resist your core to come down. So it's a simple move, but it's a nice one just to warm us up. Come back to tabletop. Resist to come all the way down. So one thing I'm going to be focusing on this whole week is having slow, controlled movements. It's going to be like my little theme for the week, which you'd think might be a little bit easier, but always ends up being pretty difficult. And you have the time to really work on getting deep into those muscles. So everything today is going to be slow, controlled. Get a nice deep burn. Go for 2 more. Super slow. Don't let your back arch. Don't let your neck come off. Don't forget to breathe. Bring those knees in one last time. Tap them down to the mat one more time. I'm going to just shift forward a bit. So we warmed up the lower core a bit. We're going to start warming up the upper core. So bring your arms up to the ceiling. Drop those shoulder blades down. And trying to keep your back down on the mat. Start to slowly lengthen your arms behind you. It's okay if you arch up a little bit, but try to resist that part. And lengthen the arms all the way down to the floor if you can. If you end up here, that's okay. As you take an inhale, start to bring those arms back up to the ceiling. And as you exhale, curl head, neck, and shoulders up. Look into your core. Arms come right down to your side, working the upper part of your core. Start to slowly roll all the way down. Shoulders drop first. Upper back, neck, head. Arms come behind you. Again, lengthen through the waist on your way back. Keep going. Come back up. Inhale, and as you exhale, curl forward. Scoop into the top abs. Get in there. Lift yourself up. Reach those arms super, super long. And then slowly start to roll back. So try and pay attention to your core and see if your stomach is like doming out on the way up. Try and keep that stomach nice and super flat. Lifting up, super slowly, keeping a space between chin and chest, and then rolling back. We're going to go one more time, warming up that full core. Come up, lengthen, draw the shoulders up, lift your upper ab through your upper abs, contract, lengthen the arms out, and then slowly roll all the way down. Nice job. We're going to move into a full 100 now. If you've been to any of my classes, I probably won't ever start a class without this. So you're gonna bring knees into chest one at a time. Bring hands on top of shins, slowly roll. Use that same motion we just used. Use your core to bring your head, neck and shoulders up, and legs come to tabletop. If you want to keep your feet on the ground for this, that's totally fine to start with as well. Arms come by your side. Reach through the arms. Take a deep breath. Bring yourself up a little bit higher, squeezing through that top core. From here, looking into your, like directly head into your core, start to pump your arms. Challenging stability. Think about your breathing pattern. So inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you've already started to lose a little bit of height, curl up even higher and pump it out. Never forgetting that breathing pattern. From here, if you want to take it further, bring those legs straight up. Continue to pump, continue to come higher. And we're just going to follow a breathing pattern if you're with me. As you inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. On your exhale, drop the legs a little bit lower. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 5. A little bit lower. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. A little bit lower. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. And bring it up. Knees come into chest. Head down on the mat. Turn your head left. Turn your head right. And we're gonna just take a minute and extend arm. I'm kind of reached the end of my wall there, but extend your legs all the way out. Arms come up overhead. Take a big stretch. Let your shoulders come all the way up towards your ears. Point your feet out. Lengthen as much as you can each way. From here, you can either put your hands behind your thighs and rock up to seated. If you want to take it and work your core a little bit more, you're still in your stretch, take a deep inhale. As you inhale, you bring your head, neck, and shoulders up, looking into your core, just like we started class with. As you exhale, use that core, slowly peel yourself up off the mat, feet flex and round forward. Nice job. From here, hands come down by your side, feet come on the mat, lift your tailbone, tuck your pelvis under, come forward a little bit. And we're just gonna start with some roll back. So rolling back just to the tips of your tailbone. Arms can be a little bit bent. Stay here. Scoop those abs around your spine. Use your core to lift you forward. One more time, rock all the way back. Leg or arms go straight this time. You might hit your sacrum. Use that core, scoop yourself to come forward. Round spine. We're gonna go for 3 more. Round back and scoop forward. So think about getting deep into that core, deep core connection the whole time. Keep going for 2 more. Friends. All right. Come up for one last one. And we're just gonna slowly roll all the way down, back onto our mat. Bone by bone by bone. If you want more of a challenge, legs out. Just go super slow with me. The whole theme is control. So even if your knees are bent, so slow. You're only on your lower back right now. Going down bone by bone by bone. Hitting that lower back. Comes first. Hold here. Start to feel a little shake. Bring your shoulders down. Arms reach long. Go a little bit further. Mid-back might hit the mat. Hold here. Shake, shake, shake. Shoulders down. Roll all the way down onto your mat. Arms come long by your side for single leg circles. So hug the legs together. leg onto the mat. Right leg comes in towards your chest. Shoulders long, down and away. Press your shoulders into the mat as you extend that right leg up into a 90-degree position, looking up at the ceiling. Use that core, bring the leg in, circle it around in a little circle, and stop at the center. Every time, bring that leg in towards your core, circle around, and center. In, around and up. Upper body is completely uninvolved. Your hips are quiet. And you're circling. Reverse direction. Bring that right leg in towards your body, circle out and in. Bring it in, circle it out. So this whole time, working on control and stability. If you really want to take it further, drop that left leg and circle around. Drop right knee down. Left knee comes in, right knee stays bent. Left knee or foot to the ceiling. Using your core, bring that leg in, circle around towards the right, down and up. In, around and up. In, around and up. In, around and up. Go for one more. Have your shoulders come up by your ears if they have, bring them down. Other direction, bring that leg in, out and up. In, out and up. You can always drop that bottom leg for a little bit more work. Use that core to control the movements of the leg. Last one. Knee comes into chest, both knees in. Hug it out. Either hands behind thigh, rock up to seated. Or for more of a challenge, back to that roll up, arms come up straight to ceiling. Inhale your head through the window of your arms. Exhale, curl all the way forward, hands on the mat. Feet come in. One more time, lift your hips off the mat. Tuck that pelvis under, sit closer to your heels. We're just gonna go into rolling like a ball. Hands behind thighs. Rock back to your tailbone, lift it up. Lift those heels up for stability and bring them down. You can either just stay here, working on stability, or as always, curl your back, C-curve that spine. My lower back's a little bit less flexible today, but curl that spine, feet up, and roll back to tips of shoulder blades. Coming up and holding those feet up above the mat. Rock back, and up. The further away your legs are from your face, the easier it is. You want to make it a little bit harder, bring those feet in closer. And using that core to really engage, pull you up, so not using the legs to fling forward. Go for one more. And hold. Bring those feet down. Lengthen the legs. Arms forward. We're all going to keep our legs outstretched. Slowly roll down, just like we did before, until you hit the mat. We're just going to move into a single leg stretch. Both knees come into chest. Curl head, neck, and shoulders up. Look into that core. Palm over palm behind right knee, or on top of right knee. Take a deep exhale. Lengthen left leg. Right leg gets pulled into the body. Inhale to switch. Exhale to pull it in. Stretch out that knee. Lengthen that leg out all the way. Inhale, switch. Take a second. See if you can bring yourself up a bit higher. Work that core. And keep that breathing pattern going. Leg stays at a high diagonal for now. A little bit later we'll come lower. But for now we stay up here. And just stretch it out. Just do time check, do 3 more. Bring both knees in, head comes down on the mat, shake it out left to right. We're just going to move into a lower lift immediately. So you can always keep your head down on the mat if it's easier for this one as well, or for anything. Bring legs up to 90 degrees. As your head, neck, and shoulders come up, hands at the side or behind your head. I'm going to keep my mind. It's a little bit more intermediate to do it this way, but whatever feels good. The priority here is not to see how low you can get your legs, but how high can you stay lifted at your core. So even if your legs only go down like 2 inches, that's okay. So, actually I'll keep my hands will stay beside me. So looking into your core, lifting up higher, engaging at the top of your abs. Start to lower for 3, for 2, for 1, come back up to center. Lower for 3, for 2, for 1, come up. Did you fall down a bit? If you did, bring it up higher. Lower for 3, for 2, for 1, bring it up for 1. Lower, 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 and lift. Lengthen through the legs and lift. Lengthen through the legs and lift. Opposite flow. Lower for 1, lift, lift, lift. Lower for 1, lift, lift, lift. If you need to bring your head down, that's okay. Lower for 1, lift, lift, lift. Try and think about those top abs are creating the work for you. Last 1, bring it in. Knees into chest, head down on the mat. Look left, look right. Shake out any tension. And we're just going to put hands behind thighs and rock up to seated. We'll do a quick stretch and then move on to our back. Legs come out to the width of the mat. From here, sit up a little bit and sit more forward on your sit bones. Feet stay flexed, arms come up shoulder height, shoulder width. As you inhale, straighten that spine. Super straight back. As you exhale, bring the crown of your head down towards the mat. Pull back on those abs. Create opposition. Stretch out those hammies. Come all the way back up, straight spine. Exhale, maintain. Inhale, straight spine. Lift that body. Take a minute here to see how straight you can get. Lengthen through the heels as you exhale. Curl forward and down. Inhale, roll the spine up. Unfold that spine, come back up to straight. Exhale, maintain. Inhale, straight spine. Exhale, curl forward. Inhale to roll back. Exhale, maintain. You can close those legs. Bend the knees and soften if you need to. Roll all the way down onto your backs. And we're going to head onto our stomachs. So whatever you guys need to do to get onto your stomachs and see is fine. From here, I hate how this song goes into this. All right, from here, we're gonna work on some lats and some posture. So arms lengthen all the way out. Your head is on the mat. I'm looking at you to scream at the phone. As you inhale, super, super slowly, drag through. By the way, keep feet pointed. Tops of your feet are super pressed into the ground. Ground your hips into the mat. Engage your glutes, cores up and in. Arms are super outstretched. Slowly, slowly, slowly start to use your triceps. Drag your forearms underneath your body. Use those lats, the muscles right at the back, to draw those arms in. Looking, keeping spine, head in line with spine. Come up onto your forearms and hold here. Place palms flat on the mat. Take a minute, stretch out, and then slowly drag the arms forward. Use those lats to slowly resist and bring your back down. Again, karate chop hands, so hands are like this. Slowly use your triceps, drag those arms back. This is a tough move. It's simple, but it's painful, man. It's in there. Arms come up. Palms flat on the mat. If you have the flexibility and you want to take a little bit more of an extra step, otherwise just keep going and do that a couple more times. But push the palms of the hands into the mat. Press up through the triceps. Stretch out that front core. Core stays engaged. Use those triceps. Resist to come back down. Lats pull you down time as well. Karate chop hands. Extend all the way out and down. One more time. Push the shoulders forward. Retract, then retract the shoulders back. Shoulders come back first. Then drag those triceps back until you're in a Sphinx position. Look forward, push into your hands. Lift those elbows. With control, lower down. And extend all the way out. Staying down at the bottom this time. From here, I'm going to move back a bit. From here, head on your mat. Slowly lift right arm, left leg. Use the glutes. Do not try and go high. Try and go long. Hold the right arm, left leg up. Lengthen out. Fingertips to try and touch the wall in front of you. Toes touch the wall behind you. Lower that hand, lower that leg longer than the other side this time. Take a deep inhale. As you exhale, left arm, right leg, lift. Use the glutes to lift the leg. Core is always engaged. Reach through the arm, reach through that leg. And as you lower, lengthen as much as you can to lower. This is a really nice stretch and you're also working. Lift, opposite arm, opposite leg, up, lengthen out. Lower, lengthen to lower. Lift your arm, lift opposite leg, lengthen out as much as you can, and lower. We're gonna move into swimming, so grounding those hips into the mat. Core is up and in. Your head should be on the mat right now. Take a second to inhale, and as you exhale, lift arms and legs both. Come up, head comes up off the mat. Start swimming those arms. Think about lengthening through the legs, through the arms. Going longer, not higher. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. You have 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it here for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1, and lengthen to lower all the way down. Bring those hands under your shoulders. Use your core to lift yourself up and back into a child's pose. Legs, knees are width of the mat. Lengthen out through the mat, palms into the mat. Stretch that back out, open out that back. And then super, super slowly roll your spine. Up, up, up. Rolling up. Shoulders come back. We're going to do one more core move and then we'll stretch it out. So you can come sit on your mat and roll back down onto your back. I can see. Hey girl. Roll all the way back down. Slow spine with control. Shoulders broad. Hands come down by your side. We're just going to move into a corkscrew. Arms long down by your side, shoulders away. Legs come in towards the body and up to 90 degrees. You can have a Pilates stance, which means heels together, toes apart. Your knees can be soft. I'd rather you have, just keep them soft if it's a little too much right now to keep them up to 90 degrees. Using that core, bring both legs in towards your body. Circle around to the right, to the left, and in. Reverse direction, bring both legs in, circle left, down, and right, and in. Use that core to keep the hips stable. Your upper body stays uninvolved. Lengthen the arms away from you, shoulders down, shoulder blades gliding down the back. Do not go so low that your back arches off the mat. That's too low. You have to stay within your limits. You build strength. Do 2 more. Bring it in for the last one. Bring those knees in. Give them a hug. Rock side to side. And we're going to move into my favorite stretch. So hands behind thighs. Rock up to seated. We'll stretch it out for the last few minutes. So if you're sitting forward, have Your legs, you're sitting on your right side, so your hips are down, your butt is on the mat, both butt cheeks. Your legs are out to the left. Less flexibility, come into a figure four. More flexibility, legs stacked on top of each other. Right arm comes up, left hand grabs your bottom ankle. Take a second, lift that arm up, lift that shoulder up towards your ear. Drag this hip down, and then start to lean over towards the left, towards that bottom ankle, like you're between two panes of glass. Come back up to center. Arms come to a T. Bring right arm in towards your body. With control, come down on the mat. Counter stretch it out, dragging this hip all the way down. Come back up to center. Use that core to bring yourself up. Grab bottom ankle, right arm comes up. Lift and over. See if you can drape that arm around your head and slowly start to rotate that chest down towards the mat, releasing that thoracic spine. For 3, for 2, for 1. Come back up. Come to a T. Arm comes in, counter stretch it out one more time. Pull this hip down. Stretch that arm as far as you can. Come back up to center. Arms come behind you, and you can just circle your legs around to the other side. And we're just going to stack butt onto the mat, grabbing onto those bottom ankles. Left arm comes up, lift, up, lengthen that side body, drop that left hip down, pull on your ankle, lengthen over to the side for 3, for 2, for 1. Come back up to center, left arm comes in with control, drop down, counter stretch it out. Lengthen that arm. Use your core, come back to your T. Bottom hand grabs ankle. One more time. Lift, over. Drape that top arm over your head. Round your back, look into the mat. Upper back should have a nice stretch here. Come back to the side. Last counter stretch. Bring that arm in, counter stretch it out. Nice job. We're gonna do one more. We got 1 minute. One more thing. Everyone come into their high plank. I'll face this way. So come into high plank. Your heels should be over your toes. Your pelvis is tucked, not arched. Pushing up through that upper body, not sinking down. Shoulders over wrists. Hold here for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Use that core, pike your hips up. Walk your hands back towards your feet and come and hang over your legs. Keeping hips over heels. Use that core, round your spine, pull your upper body up, and just stay here and let your hands hang above the mat for a second. Think about hips staying directly over heels. Use that core, so slowly rounding up through the back. Come up to a standing position. Once you're at the top, head comes last. Roll those shoulders back. You can grab behind your back. Open up. Do a couple arm circles. And that is your beginner Pilates session for the night. Whew. Like even I'm sweating, and it's beginner, but once you start paying attention to all the little holds and all the control, it's tough for anyone. So thank you guys for joining. Let me know if you have any questions. I'll keep it on for like another minute. Otherwise, I'm back tomorrow at 5:30. I forget what class I said I was going to teach, to be honest. But I'm back tomorrow. Oh, hi, Dom. Aw, thank you guys. I'll keep this up on my stories for 24 hours as well. And if you guys want to do it again,
It's a nice half-hour little flow. All right, you guys. Oh, so Angeline, hi babe. Cutie. Okay. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.